City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is city, I met all my best friends. And I wanna thank every brick, I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ike's place while we'd roll up a blunt. And me and Jack would get stoned, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion and it's mine.
How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. Me and my hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
Yeah. What's up, folks? What's crackalacking? How it is, what it do, what it was, what it shall be. If you're brand new around these parts, I am Doc Rock, your content creation coach. Just some random dude on the internet that comes out here and tries to help you get things started with live video and your channels. Okay, so been like crazy busy this week because we got things popping with Ecamm, place I happen to rest my hat a few times. And yeah, so sorry for being just a touch late. We were doing a stream earlier on the Ecamm channel and it was fun. And I also noticed just right now that Henny was also live, so I was poking the bear over on his channel. But yes, fam, good to see you guys here. I see some of my normal kin folks is in here. What's up, Mr. Parker? What's up, Mr. Camera Junkie? What's up? Wait, that's me. Hey, what's up, man? Good. You can hit me with a question anytime. That's what we are here for. Let me just check on the rest of the kin folks, and I'll come back. I see your question. I will star it real quick, and then let me know when you come back. Then we'll get you squared away. Hey, what's up, Mr. G? Good to see you, Albert. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Ken? Good to see you here. One of my favoriteest people in the whole planet. And then Mr. Paul Duncan is in the building. Hey, Rabbi David, shalom, or shalom loha, as I like to say to mess things up. Rafi, man, what's up, brother? Man, good to see you here. Anyway, so gang, basically, man, I messed up my entire desktop doing things yesterday. Like, I don't like things on my desktop. I'm weird. I like my desktop completely bone clean, free of icons and the whole nine. Not a fan of icons all over the place. So yesterday I was doing some work. I got things all over my desktop and I'm about to throw them all in the trash right now because I can't stare at this. It hurts really bad. It hurts my whole face. So let me drop this stuff in here. And then I know later on when I open up my Final Cut project to finish, it's going to be like all of those things you moved from the desktop are missing, which is why I don't normally keep them there. But hey, anyway, let's go in. Hey, Chip just rolled in. Good to see you here, fam. Man, you know what's super funny? This week I have been messing around doing the leader challenge in the live streaming pros group, and it's fun. Like, I'm just doing it with my phone and trying to put things back to, like, you know, OG when you first started and looking foul in these streets. And it's kind of weird. You know, when we had our family dinner call a little bit back, Rafi and I were talking about us guys that come from the pro space, like having to like do the non-pro thing sometimes is a little bit weird because we're used to all of our gear and fancy equipment and whatnot, and now we have to behave. And it's disconcerting because, you know, if it was up to us, we would bring out gaffer's tape and cinefoil and lights and rig the whole thing up and then put like a full, you know, top city light, 1D scrim, everything. Got California flags on either side, get the lighting exactly perfect. But, you know, for this, we're supposed to come in rough, rugged, and raw, and it's a little bit weird. I'm just going to say it kind of hurts my face. So, yeah, it's a very interesting thing, I might say. Anyway, so, gang, what we do here, if you're brand new, just drop a question. If you have any questions, put a Q in the front. It helps me find that Q colon and ask your question. I can find them a lot easier, can get to what you want. Today's no real agenda. I just wanted to pop in real quick and sort of talk to the crew and see where you guys are at. Make sure that we're getting everybody squared away. We can talk about whatever. And then if you're watching this on replay, please let us know that. But I just want to remind you that say you missed this and you're catching this on the replay, but you do have a question. By all means, drop it in the comments. I will come back. I answer all my comments. It might take me a minute, but I normally get to them. So let me dive back in and catch a couple of these questions that we had earlier. And then I see Bruce City Bearded. He's new around here, but, you know, anybody with a face for us automatically wins. That's just how it works. Right? Bring the full-on crew. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's crazy. Let me go back to this question that we had. I hope Sigmund is still around here, but he said, I use an ATEM switcher and want to know if ECAM allow alarms for the ATEM OCS network control like QLab does. I don't think so. Yeah, so this is going to sound super messed up, but I had an ATEM for like 2 weeks and I sent it back. Why? Because my iMac and 4 cam links can outperform that thing all day, every day, upside down and backwards. I tell all of my people, don't buy one at all because there's no need, right? I got 4 cam links connected to the machine. I don't have to worry about being stuck at 1080 in 2021. Like, really though, Black Magic, you're like the kings of pro video. Why am I stuck at 1080? And so, of course, all of the people who don't really care about your life and they care about selling their courses will tell you, you only need to stream at 720. I'm going to say, absolutely not. right? The next thing they're going to tell you, well, nobody's going to watch your stream over 1080. And I'm going to say, okay, factual, but that's still a crack of why? Raphael's in the chat, so don't take it from me. Talk to him. He's also a professional video guy. Let's say you're doing your piece, and it's great. You're doing really fine. Your show is working, everything. You streamed up to wherever. You got your little 720 video, and somebody says, man, that's dope. I want to use that in my clip. And let's say that somebody happens to be a TV station. This has happened to me. I'm speaking from experience. They say, hey, can you send us that clip? Well, if you're in the video industry, you know better. You don't just give them the clip. You go, okay, send me what your rate is. They're like, huh? And they're like, oh, okay. So we'll give you, let's say, $1,500 for 5 seconds. You're like, cool. And they'll say, oh, I noticed it's 720. Do you happen to have a 4K? And I'm like, yeah. And what the 4K rate is about 5 times the 720 rate. So as I'm always shooting at 4K, because the other thing that's going to happen is today is 2021. 10 years from now, when we're on 12K TVs, whose video clip is going to still look okay? If 720 looks okay, I say okay at 4K, doesn't it stand the reason that 4K will look okay at 12K? So when all you have is this crummy, like jacked up video because you picked a device that only does 1080 when the whole freaking planet is trying to get to 8K. I don't know, man. Blackmagic, I just wish they didn't do that, but hey, that's on them. When they come out with a 4K 810, I'll reconsider it, but there's no way. Honestly, I've been shooting 4K since 2015, and I refuse to go back. It's just silly. It's just silly. Like 4K is old at this point. And but no one can really see that. You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just saying. Name a television right now that you're going to walk into the store, $150 or better, is not already 4K with YouTube pre-installed. Just think about it. The insignia, the kind of TVs that Best Buy can't give away on Black Friday are 4K already. I'm just saying. And it comes with YouTube pre-installed. So if you look at stats, watching on large TVs is growing, not getting smaller. Like, I just don't get it. Like, so yeah, I say take the ATEM, skip that, get yourself a bunch of cam links and a reputable Thunderbolt interface, plug them all in, and then do it that way. So yeah, but I don't think we have the OSC thing. That was a long rant about the on-screen control stuff, because yeah, it's not our steez. Dun, 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 dun. All right, where did Albert's question go? Or was he just saying stuff? Surprise, OBS inner system. Most person just completed first eCam integration project. Zoom, NDI, NewTek, NDI HS Capture, Mac Mini, MacBook Pro, Quarterfied, 3 cams, no sound. Boom. There you go. Man, you're getting there. You're working it. All right, let me scroll faster. Scroll faster. Let's see. Yeah. Well, this the other thing. Okay, Rafi, this is so funny. I'm gonna come back to that in just 1 second. I wanna make sure I touch on what you just said. People are gonna get mad at me after they hear all of this. They're gonna get mad at me. Yeah, see, exactly. So why are you gonna take Blackmagic 6K cameras and put it into 1080? I don't get it. So one thing though, you can record internally in your camera at a different clip, but the way Ecamm works, you're going to record whatever is streaming, right? It's automatically recording. So I'm sending 4K because my recording is 4K, and I can repurpose the crap out of that clip. The other day, my boy Marshall says, hey, I need a clip from your stream. Boom, no problem. I just send him a clip, and it's already 4K. If not, I would have had to reshoot it. See, people say, well, I just recorded my camera. Okay, you're the same people that complain about your camera overheating. Why do you need to record in the camera when you have a non-linear direct-to-drive recording device built in? It's called your Mac and Ecamm. or I mean, you could get an Atomos Shinobi or a Ninja or something like that, but that's adding again another element to the mix that you really don't need to. So yeah, good call, Mr. Sigmund. All right. You also lose the individual exactly. That's also very good. Chip is right. You also won't get any isolated recordings or audio and things like that too. So yeah. Unless your machine is really, really, really old, it should still work. I was doing 4K on a 2017 iMac, and it was perfectly fine. What's up, Patrick? Okay, oh, yeah, i7 iMac should handle it. But here's how I would handle it there, Mr. Ken. So going back to what Raphael said. Too many of you guys out there, okay, I'm a soapbox for a minute. Everybody grab your beer, whatever. Too many of you guys out there are too busy trying to make your shows look a little bit like ESPN. And I can tell you right now, if you look at the people who most of us consider like some of the best streamers in the game, some of the pros in the game, they're not doing any of that stuff. They just ain't. I don't know why. I don't know why beginner streamers are similar to, let me see how I'll put this. I'm going to show you something real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. This your man Hendro, the business out here doing this thing. Let me close this out of the way. And then close this out of the way. We buying filters from FX Factory. Okay. This is Henny. Why did you show that? Show this. Anyway, look, this is Henny the business. Your man has a pretty substantial following, 103,000 people, and he's doing a stream. He got this shot and an overhead shot. There's no spiraling stuff. There's no fancy stuff. There's nothing. There's Henny, who knows his information in full confidence, and his backdrop and a single shot. Maybe he'll show you the overhead because he teaches things on his iMac from time to time, right? Then I look at folks just starting out trying to be somebody. They got 17 cameras, 43 overlays, 87 widgets, twirling and spinning and noise and all of this other craziness. And then talking about, oh, my machine is tripping. Ecamm is taking up too much machine resources, and OBS is, is a dog. And bruh, what are you doing? Like, why? If you're doing a church, I got it. You need multiple cameras. But if you're just streaming yourself, why do you need 15 camera shots? Don't nobody care. You like overdoing it with nothing. Like you're trying to produce champagne broadcasts with Pepsi budget and equipment. It doesn't make any sense. Stop it. Just go to a single camera. You guys barely see me switch up. Every once in a while, I'll show the overhead because we need it. I got cameras back there for days, lens, equipments, mics. I got all the stuff that I need. I got lighting. I got like full broadcast setup. I could do a 3-camera shoot. I can go in the closet, pull out 2 Reds right now, but I'm not, because we're streaming to YouTube. Like, why do I need to Marquez the party? I don't get it. Like, what are you guys doing? And then complaining, I don't have enough money for this, that, or the next thing. I don't really understand it. So I am with Rafi said, Ecamm Live and just minimal setup. And then do your show. Put the confidence back in yourself and not in thinking it's going. You ever seen a person with a Tercel that got like spinners on it? And you like, why does that dude have like an $8,000 sound system and $4,000 worth of rim on a $12,000 whip? I don't get it. It don't make no sense. Or the broke dude in the neighborhood with 58 chains on trying to look like he got paper. If you got paper, then why you still live in Cavity Green? I'm just saying, like, I don't understand. I don't understand. People, please stop. Please put your confidence in your show and don't do all of them unnecessary bells and whistles and whatever. Like, No, yours is fine because it's not too much. Like an overlay that encapsulates you and the guest, that makes sense, right? So if I go back to Saturday where I have Alec or where I have myself and Alec, that's fine. There's not too much at all. You're not doing too many things. It's not over the top. That stuff is fine. But when people, there's literally people out here with a transition with every scene change, that makes about as much sense as tits on a bullfrog. Like, why are you popping a transition every single scene change? I really don't get that. Like, what is that for? Right? Or why are you doing like the full, I'm going to change the scene and it's going to go. Everyone asks me, how do you do stingers? You don't. Not important. Nobody cares. Like, oh, I want to do a pattern. You want a pattern interrupt? Go. There you go. Pattern interrupt. There you go. Let's get back on. I'm sorry. I had the soapbox for a minute because it's a little much. If your camera change brings an element to the party that is effective and that is explaining something or showing how to do, like the other day, we were on the members only and Tom got all of the mics on B&H on his desk and he's showing you the various pieces and how they interact and showing you when he has to change things. That's different. That's show and tell. That's doing something. But if you're just changing the scene to make yourself look like Oprah when you ain't, stop, because it does nothing for you. You're not helping. You're making it worse. What's up, HR? Good to see you here. Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to stop them, Rafi, because we did the same thing. Gears off to the crutch, speaking from experience, but the fundamentals of great communication is key. Yeah, what Rafi is talking about is back in the day when we first started making a lot of the moves into the smaller cameras and things like that, we would buy these crazy camera rigs and steady cams and all this other stuff just because you were trying to let the client not freak out that you're going to walk in with the 5D Mark IV or something, Mark II. We're supposed to go live for church today, experimenting with 3 NEI cameras, able to bring 1 and 2 slides of imaging with eCam alone. So it's easy. Yes, exactly. See, that's different, Heather. I think that's different. When you're pulling out the retro camera, you are showing something. You're bringing something to the table. It isn't for the purpose of trying to look like you're a television station when you're not. Well, the other thing, too, it adds some personality, and his personality is that of a tinkerer, so that makes sense. Like, in that case, it's an added element. It's kind of like ketchup as a condiment just thrown on something for no reason is just weird. But when you go to a restaurant and the guy made homemade ketchup, or he's charred the ketchup in the frying pan first to bring out the extra umami and, done some things to it, then it's a little bit different. It's not just like Hunt's out of a shake packet. You know what I mean? Like, ketchup is fine when it's good. That ketchup is just a crutch when you can't cook. There's two different things. I know what I tried to say. It didn't come out right. HR, you can help me fix that later. Is there a connection between fear and insecurity? Put in confidence in only more cameras and gadgets. I think so. I think that I don't even know if you would call it fear or insecurity. I almost want to call it like a bonfire of the vanities, where you're trying to make yourself look like you're a bigger streamer than you are. I don't, maybe in that you're the brain guy, maybe in that there's a level of insecurity. So you're trying to, small man syndrome and act big, whatever. I don't know. I'm 6 foot 250. I never suffered from small man syndrome, but yeah, I mean, Carlos, you got to tell me, man, you probably know more than I do. Oh yeah. Editing in proxies is a game changer. Man, I didn't even notice it yesterday, so it's not too bad. But you got to remember, this is something you got to curb, though. Us graphics nerds, we do get a little bit out of control, so it's better. Like, honestly, I don't need this right now. I could just take that off and then just turn the camera and bring it to full screen. It might make life easier, so I just undo that and then, fix that, and then lock that, and then unlock that, and then go like that and make the scene bigger. Oh, I know why. You picked the wrong one. Ding dong. What? You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. You should stop locking the camera before we move. There you go. I could just do that. We don't even need to have the stupid frame today. That's normally something that I put when, and I don't need my name. You guys know who I am. I normally do that when I have guests and things like that. So, thank you. Oh my God. Right? I don't find myself easily distracted, but when you're making a noise every time you change the scene, that gets old real quick. That's funny. Paul, man, and I love your director cats, Paul. I just gotta say. Question: would I still use Blackmagic TV Studio and Blackmagic Web Presenter investment to link camera and sound? Trying to convince folks to transition and That's a tough one. You're in a position where you're trying to convince curmudgeon people to do something non-curmudgeon-y. So, yeah. The hard part is, and I suffer from this a lot too, you kind of don't want to make people feel bad for their purchases, but I can't help it sometimes. If it was a really dumb purchase, I can't help it. I'm going to call you. But, yeah, if they already bought it, let them use it. They already bought it. Just figure out a way to make it work. You can have video files as an overlay all day long. I'm not really understanding what you're trying to say. Why can't we have a normal video file move MP4 as an overlay? I want to resize it to fit a video in my existing overlay where I show photos. You can absolutely do that. I do it all the time. This is going to be silly because I'm about to bring in a subsequent movie film as an overlay. Blood clot, lima bean, why you go put the file there, we? Okay, wait. Me have to find what I do with the file there, we. Here, I'll just grab one. I'll grab one. All right, here we go. So watch. I'm going to drag this here in, and I'm going to place it right there. And then I'm going to say, then I'm going to turn this off for a second. And then I'm going to shrink it and move it and put it wherever I want. And as you can tell, it's playing. So you can put a movie or M4V, MP4 in as an overlay all day. You always have been since like Ecamm a long time ago. So yeah, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. What you have to do is just make sure you drag it in and as to the overlay panel, and then it's an overlay. And you can place it wherever you wish. Let me know if that helps. Sylvia, what's happening? This is kind of funny, Paul. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely funny, Paul. But yes. Do folks in the community still use Stream Deck equipment? Yeah, we use Stream Deck all day, every day. The Stream Deck is life. I also use my Loop Deck too because I like it better. But I find myself having to use my Stream Deck more often than not because, hey, my overhead's missing. Oh well, iPhone went to sleep. I'll fix that later. Anyway, I use my Stream Deck religiously because people keep asking me about it, but if it was up to me, it would never see the light of day. Everything would happen right here because this is way better. But my community likes Stream Deck, so I like Stream Deck too. I even like the little bitty one too. I don't know. I just like the mil-spec knobs and the tactile buttons. I think they're better. Ooh, stop doing that. See, now this is why you got to put your scene locks back on, because then you do something crazy. All right. I love the rant. I don't think it will, though, because, first of all, there's only 2 of them, and it's a very specific device that we would probably need a lot of A10 people to request it. Because A10 people are a small segment of a large user base. And what they're trying to do is not make the app bloated for something that like 2% of our users will use. So if you can find a good use case for it, send in a feature request and they might put it in. But hey, I don't know. I mean, I don't see it coming because it's not like super beneficial to the majority of their people. 8 inputs. Yeah, that's a different story. Like, yeah, I mean, if you're doing something like a church or something like that where you need 8 inputs, then yeah, I guess the switcher makes sense. But I'm out of pure curiosity, why do you need 8 inputs? I'm just saying. Oh, I do noises. I just make them all with my face. Yes, I think so. I think you're right, Rafi. It's definitely about knowing your audience and whatever. No, you can purchase a Blue Medi all you want. If you like sounding like shit on the internet, that's your fault. I'm cool with it. I was doing tennis match noises, but yeah, there you go. Yes. 100%. Heather, you can love your Blue Yeti. You probably also like broccoli, which I don't like. I guess for most females, and this sounds so jacked up, but to say, but for most females, maybe the Blue Yeti doesn't sound so bad in your voices because you would have a harder time over modulating it. Just a loud, boisterous voice. But for guys, it's very easy for us to overmodulate that, and I can see Tom would it overmodulate it because he's relatively soft-spoken person. But if you're a loud-spoken person, that thing just sounds horrible. And if you have a lot of bass in your voice and someone just grabs all of the bass and removes it and then takes all the high and puts it up, the sound terminology for that is known as it sounds thin. And so that's why it sounds thin. And if you want to know the difference between thin and not thin, just go to your microphone and talk over here like most of you guys do, and then come in and talk like this. And that's the difference really between thick and thin, because presence is a thing. This is known as mic presence, and it allows you to get that nice voice. You can never really do this on a Yeti because the pop filter alone will just pound, boom, boom. It just sound, I mean, I can barely fake it with this because the pop filter is so good. Do not buy it. It's not for you. Don't buy it. Just stick to Stream Deck. Trust me. The level of support. Okay, you're not a newbie. You're a longtime IT guy, but you're new to this. So everybody else in the community has Stream Decks. So because you're new to this, I would say stick to Stream Deck. It will make your process a lot easier. Those of us Loop Deck people, we're sitting out here on the fence. We are the Triumph TR7 top down. I love my, British racing green, foreign car, but I can't get it serviced at Goodyear. So because of where you are in your live streaming eCam setup life right now, just stick to Stream Deck. Is there a way to? Yes. I've done lots of tutorials on it, but I'll do one real quick. It's super simple. Come over here, Mr. Michael Powell. Grab all your scenes in a folder like such, and then drag it to the desktop. AirDrop that to the other computer and double click it. That's the entire set. That's it. That is it in a nutshell. You might have to add fonts, but other than that, that's all you gotta do. Ooh, no, can't eat it. I have a thing about textures, and it's all the little pieces rolling around in your face. I can't deal with it. And I like the way you talk and connect your audience. I think, yes, 100%. I try anyway. except for Heather and Kim talking about Yetis. That hurts my feelings. But yeah, that's about it. I don't like the Rode NTG either, which is funny. It's not that it's a bad mic. Okay, here's what you guys got to understand about mics. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see the video that Tom just did. If you are a member of the Tom Buck Life, then you would have had a chance to see this members only stream. I'm not going to play it because I don't want Tom to yell at me, and I'm scared of teachers. But if you are a member of the Tom Buck crew, then you get to go to the private streams where we had a situation where we talked about all the microphones that he has. I mean, every swinging one of them. It was kind of crazy. Here's what you're going to find out about mics. And this is something that you newbies are never going to really understand until you try them. Maybe Raphael can help with this too, but it depends on how he does his sound. When I was in broadcast space, I did more sound guy stuff than camera guy stuff. When I show up to a shoot with a Pelican case with like 15 mics in it, all different, it's because even in something as simple as a lavalier, I like to call it a lavalier, they all sound different on different voices. What you have to understand is mics are modeled around attempting to pull a certain sound. If you go to a concert and you have a very skillful vocalist like Pink, they're going to bring their own mic. They're not going to trust the sound guy to bring a mic that sounds good with their voice. Now, people that can sing amazingly can adjust their voices. They can EQ their voices on the fly. When I do large speaking gigs and they hand me some janky Asden, or I think that's what it's called, some plastic Asden cordless mic to speak on, I need immediately in sound check my plosives, and I check for when I get loud and see what it does. And then if it does something weird, I've learned to self EQ my voice. If you notice, Christina, right? She'll be like this. Okay, watch. Christina, always pay attention. She'll be like, "You're so beautiful and everything," right? She's EQing herself, right? That's why she's doing this all the time and tapping the mic and then moving it in and out. She is adjusting the presence in her voice with her hand because she might have been given an unfamiliar mic. A lot of times you'll see these guys bring their own mics. So your voice is going to be different. There are 3 people I know of who sound perfectly fine on Yetis, and I would even say their voice is built for it. One of them is Stephanie Lou. One of them is Say Heather. And what you will find, though, even though you like that little compressed sound that it comes, if I were to put you on a U87 or a Telefunken 82 or a Sony C800 and you heard yourself, you'll be like, "Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. Why do I sound so delicious on this mic?" Because there's a huge difference between a $150 mic and an $8,000 mic. It's not just made up, people. There's reasons for it. The reason why this mic sounds so good is even though I'm sitting here tapping it, you don't hear it. If I go back there and plug in, Heather has one, prove me wrong, go back there and plug in the Samsung Q9U and do this, all you're going to hear is, because that mic has zero shielding. This, as a professional mic, has so much shielding in it that when I'm touching it, it doesn't make sound. When I move this around, it doesn't make sounds. When you got cheap mics, all you hear, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, for me, again, with their curve, the Rode NTG and me do not sound delicious at all. And I love Rode mics. I have like 8 of them over here. But that particular one, she no flex with me. No flex? zone. Anyway, Spank, what it do, beef stew? Good to see you here, brother. Wait, are you trying to make loop back? Man, I can't really. I'm not even about that loop back life. Everybody loves it. I don't do it because I don't find any reason for me to try to be that cute with my sound. I would love to have VST plugins where I could add an EQ or a compressor, but if you can't do that, get a DBX 286. It's going to be not that much more expensive than loopback. By the time you buy loopback at $100 and then a bunch of plugins, which comes out to $100, for $200, you can buy an industry standard DBX 286S, plug it in, and you're gravy. So there's that. Wait, how's that Tom? Oh, wait a minute. That was super funny. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know why that Rode NTG just doesn't sound good on me, but it's a good mic. I'm not going to say it's a bad mic. It's a fantastic mic, but people really do have to understand that you've got to really test mics, because that's why it's funny that everyone asks us, you know, if Tom is really being Heather or if Heather is messing with us. People ask us all the time, like, oh, what's the best mic? Nothing. You got to try. If you get a chance to go to the B&H mic room and then plug yourself in and listen, you're going to be like, oh, I like the sound of this. I like the sound of this, whatever. Now, if you were able to take that recording and then give that recording to, say, 50 other people and let them give you what it sounds like, first of all, you barely understand how you sound because of self-resonance inside your melon. So you already sound different to you than you sound to us anyway. So if you could go in the B&H mic room and try all the mics and then be able to make a recording of that, you might have a different thing than you think you have, and you just do. And again, proof be told, Tom just got the Lewitt 440, which is a gangster mic, but nobody talks about it because a lot of the big time streamers aren't out there talking about it. I told India eons ago when she was looking for a mic based off of her loud, obnoxious Puerto Rican voice to get a Lewitt 440. And she did, and it's dope. And it was because we were talking about the Wave Element, which is basically a Lewitt 240. I think the Wave Element by Elgato is a Lewitt. It's the same thing. The 440 is a little bit better. And then, yeah, so it's just really weird. It's just really weird. Thank you. Different focal lengths, different lenses on different people can make them look better too. Rafi understands. See, I appreciate it. No. Yes, there you go. You want audio? I can do audio. You're not. It's not an Ecamm thing. Let me explain something to you. If you want the video to have audio, you have to bring it in a WebM format. Okay? It's just different way the video files are made. It's super simple to do. You can convert it yourself. I've made about 17 tutorials on it. Oh, man, why can't I type? Come on. Here we go. I'm going to show you a video that has a WebM that has transparency and noise. Let's see. Why do I have so many WebMs? I know why. I got it. All right, come back to the top. La 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 la. My anaconda don't. Sorry. That doesn't. Man. Isn't that special? All right, hold on 1 second. I moved some stuff around, cleaning things off my desktop, and I created somewhat of a ruckus. All right, check this out. So I'm going to drag this file in. All right, that file is a movie as an overlay, and it does have sound. I rendered it wrong, but hey, it still works. So yes, you can have it have sound if you save it in the WebM format. If you don't save it in the WebM format, then it ain't going to do that. It's just the way the internet works. I know I have one that's in a WebM format that has a sound, but again, I've been messing with stuff, so what can you do? I don't know why I deleted them all. Now I got to go put some back in because, yeah, I think I deleted them all. I'm just checking. When you do as many shows as I do, you get like irritated with all the things and you start deleting stuff. But hey. So yeah, the answer to your question is if it's in the WebM format, it can maintain audio. As a matter of fact, it can maintain audio and transparency. Otherwise, you're bringing it in as an animated overlay, and then as an animated overlay, it's not going to have it. Here we go. Here's one. And that's true story. Live every Tuesday, Sunday. So yes, all day, every day. It's simple. So there you go. DJ Right On Beat. You can do it all day. What would you recommend for Heather's voice? Yes, and that was me. Man, you know, Heather has a good voice in a way that, all right, now I'm going to speak Tom for a second. So, all right, check this out, Tom. You can kind of voice print her, right? Go into Audition, Logic, whatever you use, and have her speak a piece, right? Have her speak a piece that's very, you know, sort of common. Like today, right now, my voice is jacked because I was doing voiceover work yesterday. And take that and bring it into the program that will allow you see the visual EQ. When you watch the visual EQ, you can kind of see where her range is at, right? So I'm going to take a sophisticated wild ass guess and put her peak of her mountain somewhere between, I want to say like 2K and 4K. Not to be confused with video people. Tom knows what I'm talking about. I think so if you're looking at the standard 10 band, man, he need a paper. Hold that thought. He need a paper. I'm going to do Phoner Vision, Rob, which is kind of funny. Okay, I got the paper. Now I need to make sure I use the right pen so I don't muck up my Rocket book here. There it is. Wait. This is where having my overhead iPhone decide to reboot itself, ruining my life. Okay, so on the standard 10-band EQ, 8, 9, 10, I'm going to say that her thing probably comes around like that, right? So she's going to be over here somewhere in the 2 to 4K region. All you need to look for a mic that doesn't have an extremely aggressive high pass roll off, and you want a mic that doesn't have an extremely aggressive bass lift, and then she'll sound fine. I think the reason why she sounds good on Yeti, whereas most people do not, is she doesn't have a driving voice. She has the calm, whatever voice. Then again, none of us are married to her and ever pissed her off, so you probably know what the other one sounds like. But because she speaks relatively quiet, it's not going to be too bad. Now, what you will also have to look for, because she is going to be on that higher scale, if you have the mic over here and you have to level up using your gain and whatnot to bring her unity gain up higher, the higher one will pick up more room noise because that frequency is over there, right? Your room noise frequencies are on average in about 5K, right? So you're just going to hear the. So, yeah, I think personally she might sound freaking awesome on that Lewitt though, because that Lewitt has a nice vocal range in it. Like it's designed for spoken word, right? The pod mics have been adjusted for the majority of spoken word. The SM7B is actually both. It's partially spoken and partially bass voice singing, right? Your baritone singing, right? So SM7B can come in as a drum mic. SM7B can come in as a baritone singer. The SM7B can do Lou Rawls. It can do talking, all of the above. So where this curve comes in. But I think because of that, the reason why it sounds so good to most people, even if you have a sort of rubbish voice, is because the bass is lifted. It gives that false sense of presence. And that presence is what makes people fall in love with this microphone. There you go. Dog's arms are... How you know I wear 36 and a half, Rob? Man, what the hell are you doing in my closet? The laptop is in the question. So Tom is on his laptop now too. I think you meant the laptop is in the kitchen. Maybe that's what you meant. I don't know, but it's funny. During Kirk's Ecamm class, he said something about Ecamm virtual device. Not sure if it's virtual audio. Ecamm virtual camera and virtual audio. We have both. I don't do sound over NDI. I do sound by sound. I don't like my sound. I don't like my sound and my picture unified anyway. So yeah, I keep my sound separate from that, if that makes any sense. I knew you. See, I was right. That was a good guess. His laptop was in the kitchen. Hey, thank you, Luis, for popping that in. Yes. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. I want to hear Heather's like voice done on that Lewitt. And what did you guys use for the class when you were setting up your? By the way, people, you guys finished your class early. I didn't start mine yet. I was going to record it today, but my voice sounds funny. I was like, Heather and Tom are shooting their class. I'm still over here dinking around. There you go. If at Aston Self is good, Aston Stealth is good. But again, depends on your voice. The first thing everyone should not do, okay, I'm going to say something and I'm going to say this and I mean it. And now that Tom has one, he might agree with me, then he might not because he's Tom. You know why everybody and their mother says get a Shure SM7B? It is not because it's just popular. It didn't become popular in the age of the internet, okay? Most of you guys were not born when this was born. We were born about a week apart from each other. This microphone is almost 55 years old. This is not brand new. The internet says the internet don't know. This has been in the game for as long as you remember. You go back and you look at some of your grandpa's clips and it's like, I'm Walter Cronkite and this is the news. Today we're going to be talking about things that are going on in South Florida because they've been a problem for a long time. It was this. It might have had a shield. It might have had a cover. It might have had a CBS top. But this, the grandfather of this, has been in the game for 55 years. No one is just saying get it because everybody else got it. It is not that when it comes to this. This is legit. I, too, said for the longest time, I would never, I don't want to, I don't need to, blah, blah, blah. I had all of the things to say, right? And I was like, I'll take 4 pod. Look at Tom's chats from like last year this time. I was like, I'll take 4 pod mics over an SM7B because I get 4 times the value. And then I got one. And I'm like, whoa, holy goodness, this sounds amazing. It just does. It has an extra level of presence, an extra level of pump. Do I sound bad on the pod mic? No. I think still to this day, best bang for the buck in the game. 2 mics, pod mic, and this. Hey, wrong bag. 2 of the best mics in the game. This right here, Samson Q2U at $60 and the pod mic at $99. Fantastic value. But once you step up to an SM7B, stop rolling over the cord. Once you step up to an SM7B or higher, you'll know the difference. You'll know the difference right away. Heil PR40, amazing. Telefunken 82, amazing. U87, yep. U37, yep. U67, yep. What a Neumann. When you step up to like a grown folks mic, you'll know the difference right away. And again, I can show you they're really old, but back in 2009, when I was being like Rafi, just, flexing gear, I used to do my podcast with a $9,000 Sony microphone or AKG tube microphone. That was what I used to flip back and forth for. It's not Ecamm, DJ Right on Beat. That is a video standards thing. It has nothing to do with Ecamm. For an overlay to have sound and transparency, it has to be in the WebM format. That is the WebM formats thing. That's not really an Ecamm thing. It's more or less a combination of video standards and codecs to which Apple is willing to pay licensing for. No, I don't use any LUTs. I am Latino, so this is just natural. Okay, my ISO is 100. My f-stop is 1.8. My shutter speed is 1/50 because I'm shooting at 24 frames per second. So yeah, the difference in my camera setup and most folks is this is a secret. Carlos, don't tell anybody my secret. Lighting. Use lights. Look at Tom's set. Look at my set. Like, we use lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9. He got like 13. Actually, I take that back. I think he got like 18. Lighting is a game changer. And we are both like only video light guys. Like, no more like Home Depot, like random hacks, like real lighting. Yeah, that's just her. You just got to tell her to get over it and just do what she can, because she sounds fantastic. Leave it be. Don't let her get you jumping through loops. Most people, I don't like the way I sound on anything, but my people have said, hey, you have a great voice. Can you do a voiceover? And I get paid for it. So I personally don't like my sound, but hey, it's because we don't know how we really sound. It's kind of a science thing. Thank you, Jared. Thank you. And bruh, I know your first stream was yesterday. I wanted so bad to come and bother you, but I got stuck in this video edit session that was killing me, and I finished it at like 9 o'clock last night. It was amazing. Hey, what's up, Alec? Good to see you here. I thought you said you was trying to get your sleep pants on. Yes, Lewitt is so good. I really love that microphone, man. It's really cool. Oh my God, dude. You know what, Tom? I was thinking about you on Friday because we watched Jungle Cruise, and I don't know if you've seen it yet, but let's just say it's extremely punny. Yeah, I don't why everyone thinks it has to do with the popularity of just being popular for no reason, but it has an extremely long lineage for sure. Dang it, Jared. Yes, 115.8.5% yes. But you will need an interface and a bunch of other things like that. So yes. Thank you, Chip. Explain it to them. Here's what's crazy. Okay, check this out, gang. What else in tech? Let me think, and I would love to hear some answers. What else in tech has never had an upgrade since most of you guys have come into tech? Actually, the last upgrade was 2001. So it hasn't had an upgrade for 20 years. And it's still the most popular thing in its field. What else? Nothing. This. Like, it has not changed since 2001 when we got the B. It used to be SM7A. And the only thing they really changed was, I don't know, I think the diaphragm changed a little bit to get the new diaphragm. But yeah, man, it's crazy. The MV7 is oh my God, Tom, what's the name of the flathead? SM57. So it is a fantastic mic too, also with a lineage from about 72. Been around forever. Fool. Got that 416. It's not that far away. It's only 13 hours for us, Jim. Hey, straight Twig to Livornia. Yes. Fine. Okay, there you go. Do what Tom did on Monday, but do it in your, not Monday. What was that, Sunday? Do what Tom did on Mike Day. Oh, that was Friday. Holy crap. But do it with you. So now he got to set all that mess back up, but go through each and every one with you, and then we'll vote. That's what I like. I'm about that life. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to be able to pin Rafi's comment on screen for every show ever, because that is the absolute truth. Holy goodness, that is absolute truth. I don't know, and neither do you. You have to make actual recordings and then put them out there and then see how much work you have to do in post. You know, it's funny, the Q9, I'm so irritated with them because the Q2 is so good. It had so much promise, but that thing is noisy. I was so irritated with it. Oh my God. I'm not listening to Tom. That is super funny. Speaking of Tom, hey Noah, this is Noah Tom, is no related to Tom Bucks, but you know what? I Noah Tom, and then I know Noah. MP4s do not support okay, you don't need the transparency. Wait like 2 weeks, then we'll solve your problem. I know what you need, but just convert it. I'm gonna tell you why you want to convert it. Number one, you can convert it for free. Number two, you can take like a 200 meg video file and bring it down to like 32 megs, and it will look exactly the same, and it will work. So, like seriously, just use the WebM converter. It will change your life. It will just change your life. Just trust me. I can't explain it. It's complicated. I don't want to get overly complicated, but trust me. I'm going to send you this video clip right here. I literally just showed this to somebody and they were like, oh, just listen to Jared. Jared would tell you, if you do it my way, it just works. That sounds messed up. I don't mean to sound like that. Hold on. Let me fix this. What the heck did I do with the link? I literally just sent somebody a link today too, which is funny. Da 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 da. Come on. Where do it is? Where do it is? Man, I'm searching for stuff and it keeps showing me Heather. Da da da. Okay, what this tells me is I need to, I'm going to send you 2 videos to watch Mr. DJ Right On Beat. And then you check these both out and they will change your life. Just trust me. Okay, so let me put this one. Your machine will be happier if you do it this way. Dang it. Come on. This is what Camera Junkie's job is, but he's slipping today. Okay, that's one. And then I'll give you the other one. I'm sorry, Luis. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus. This one is slightly longer, but this covered the the Final Cut way because I like Final Cut and I'm a weirdo. But like Jared said, it will be a change gamer. And then, all right, gang. My fingers have finally caught up to my brain. Boom, to it in there like swimwear. Is that what you call it, Carlos? As a professional brain guy, I'll take it because I call it broken. That's funny. That's funny. Lemon water in the summertime, gang, it don't come much better. Or if you ever get fresh pineapple, when you cut it, save the core and take that long stick. Well, it depends on if you guys know how to cook pineapples the way we do in Hawaii. Take the long stick and just throw it in the water. Oh, so good. So good. There you go. Those two should help. Man, it was super funny. Noah, what are you doing, by the way? Aren't you at work? You're supposed to be like making commercials. I'm just curious why you're goofing off when you're supposed to be at work. That would be funny. I would be funny. No, like it will. What I just sent you will allow you to do that, and it will be amazing. I just don't have the right video clips because I deleted them all trying to free up space for this editing project. But okay, here's what I can tell you about WebM format. If you go to steal a video from someone's channel, if you go to borrow a video from someone's channel and you use an application like PullTube or Downy, and that person has a 4K video file, when you go to grab that file, it will download as a WebM now because the compression is so good that Google is converting it into their main thing right now. Okay, so I'm going to do a demonstration and then hope Tom doesn't kill me. I'm only going to play like a split second. Watch. Okay, so here's this video. It says Sony versus Sigma, blah, blah, blah. Hello, dude. Yeah, the Sony is worth twice the price because it's smaller. I don't know why Tom made this video. I could have answered him. No, actually, the Sigma is dope. It's a fantastic lens, but it's heavy. I'm not even going to finish watching this whole thing, but I will tell you right now that the Sony is way lighter, so that makes it dope. Anyway, I'm going to go to PullTube, and I'm going to say download this video. Tom, I'm taking it as perceived permission. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want to show this. Don't get mad at me. Okay, so I want to delete that video, and I have it pulling down to 4K. So it says 2160. Oh, you can't see that. Anyway, I'm pulling down the 4K video right now, and then my broadcast will go silly for like a split second while it does this, but it's going to pull it down. And for now, I'm going to switch this to the other scene, and then you'll see, in theory, it's going to save it as a WebM because it turns out that there's PullTube. It turns out that Google is compressing everything with the WebM format because it saves them on server, right? You'll know if you've tried to drag and drop a photo just out of Google Images, it will come in as a WebP, sometimes as a WebM, because the compression is incredible. But just to show you how dope the compression is, I am on Spectrum, crappy Spectrum. Sorry, Noah. On Spectrum, I am pulling down this entire clip, and it takes only a matter of minutes. Like, it's done. It was that quick. All right, so let me go find this in the Finder real quick, and I'll be right. Move this back to here. You're going to see this file is going to be tiny, 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 tiny for all intents and purposes. As soon as I remember where the heck I was downloading it to. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here on the desktop. And then I'm going to go into demo mode over here. Do not duplicate that file. Dang it. There we go. So here we are in live demo mode. And you'll see it saved this file as a WebM, right? So this is Tom's video right here. Again, Tom, don't sue me. I'm going to play like a split second. Everybody can hear a corny joke, that kind of thing. All right. So when I pick this up, when I drop it in, it's going to, oh, I could do that, Tom. Hold on. Boom. Hey, live on camera. You guys can see this happen in real time. I didn't do that because I didn't watch the video yet, but I know you, so I'm going to say it was good anyway, and it's probably extremely punny. Okay, so look, I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to drag it in. Now, in theory, it's going to play the whole thing.
As someone who's relatively new to the world of Sony
Right?
cameras, I can't
So I'm gonna
believe
go back to
how great
this.
the 24mm
Go back to
1.4
this.
G Master
Oh,
lens is.
it actually came
so
in.
let's focus on what makes this prime
You see?
my primary
So
lens of choice.
this is why DJ right on time.
And you're looking at the
Look at
Sony
this handsome guy on the screen.
24mm 1.4 right now on the A7S3.
But you see,
and
you
it's
guys can
at
hear Tom?
f1.4. And this is
You can hear Tom, you can hear me. See, if the WebM format, the audio works, the video works, as an overlay, I can make a tiny little Tom over here in the corner. Man, if I could get corner pinning, I would stick him in the iMac back there, but they don't give it. So I can put a tiny little Tom in the corner and press play.
f1.4. And this is
Oh, that you just cursed me out. He just said F1.4 you. So you know what I mean? I can't even believe the gate. So now, as you're watching it in full screen, yes, WebM is the game. I know like how you want to do it, and I know you want to do it the way you've been doing it. This is the new way, 2021. WebM is a game changer. Now, just to show you, this is a 4K video file, right? No cap, 4K video file. It is 16.44 minutes in length, okay? And I'm going to tell you that, hold on. It's because it's on my desktop, iCloud is doing something, but I'm gonna give you the file size of it in just a split second. It only is a 1.2 gig file. That is crazy. Tom, do not content ID me, okay? Can you go and let it go? Case is right. Sorry, Tom. I needed to use you for demonstrative purposes. My bad. You know, I was not trying to buck the system. Anyway. That is super, super cool. But so yeah, you can, yes, I use a combination of pull tube and Downy. I use both. They come in SetApp. Alec been telling you guys this. I've been telling folks forever, man, SetApp is a game changer. As a Mac user, it is worth having. Worth having. And yes, JFK, first of all, where you going? Yes, I know. Yes, WebM is the move now. Now, some programs aren't going to support it. Ecamm does support it, so it's for streaming. So the video links that I placed earlier up in the chat show you how to do this, because the file sizes become so much smaller that even if you have an older machine, your machine will not get angry, because WebM is just so well optimized. It is basically, I don't know if you guys know anybody that ever bootlegged the movie, you know what an MKV file is. It is basically MKV, but Google and some other folks changed the name to WebM for who knows whatever reason, but it is basically an MKV file. So it has some of the dopest compression, and the audio stays dope because it's using the Ogg Vorbis codec in order to do the audio. Man, I just made this way too nerdy for most folks. Anyway, just know it look good, sound good, small. There you go. It's kind of like, let's see, kind of like India. Look good, sound good, small. There you go. There you go. That's better. I was about to say something dumb. Get us in trouble. Kim, I remember what you said yesterday. You have got to let Mr. Butcher grow a beard. Just let him grow it. Give him a year. Give him the year. And then Ken and Brian will help you. Oh, that's funny. Way to go. Yes. Right. That's the other thing. It saves so much space on your drive. Man. I think he has roller toms in his set. I forgot. It's been a while since I've seen his drumming video, but I think he has roller toms in his set. So yes, he can hit the tom-tom drums. This is getting out of hand. You guys are killing me. Tom, did you get your remote? Isn't it like the coolest thing? Like, man, I just love messing with this. I got to use it this morning on the Ecamm stream because I could just reach back there and do things to the lighting, like turn them on. Oh, the night, bring them back. Oh, it's so cool. Yes, I love this. This is game changer. Absolutely a game. Oh, wait, what? I'm talking to Tom because he's still on screen. So anyway, where did DJ Right On Beat go? I hope that helped him because you're going to see, man, that is a game changer when you do that. Hey, we have to be nice to Spectrum Jim because Noah is there. Yeah, it is the way I did it, but yeah, it's going to change your life. Just trust me. And then we are going to get some upgrades to overlays, which might solve this problem. It might not. I don't know. But you could always play the video as an NDI source as well. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you can definitely play videos as NDI sources with NDI video, which is nditools.com, and then that will solve that problem as well. But yeah, there you go. Speaking of the remote, the remote for the ZV-1 and ZV-E10 is, it was actually sold as part of the bundle, but I never got it because I have similar like Bluetooth selfie sticks. Let me see. No, that's not it. Man, where did that link go? Y'all not doing that to me, you know. We go climb over here. We go press this. It should be it's showing me the tiny one, and I'm wanting it to show me the big one. Oh, not the tripod one. Oh, like one using it. Oh, that's easy. Bruh, that's super easy. You can use any RMT P1BT. That's the answer you want. You want the Sony RMT P1BT. Let me see. See, that's how you make noises on your screen. So let's make sure this is the right one. RM1BT. Sony RM1BP. No, that's not the right one. I got this little guy too. Sony RM1BT is what I said. Oh, PBT. That's what it is. Oh, you stupid. Let's go to the Sony site. It'll make more sense. There you go. What's called B&H has it. This one. Oh yeah, so it's the same thing. Amazon had the same one. Because you're in the Yay area, I would probably order it from Amazon because it'll be faster. There you go. Same thing though. That will cover it. Zoom in, zoom out, record, autofocus on, and then C1 for background focus. Set in the $8. Now, that being said, you can use any Bluetooth remote. It will work. It will be fine. One does not edit in the compressed format, Sammy. You edit in your normal format and save it as. But if you go back to the videos in the chat, I show that in the chat. I show you how to do it in Final Cut Pro and save it as a WebM. But you don't edit in WebM. It's just not the way to do it. All right. See, I hate you guys, but then I'm glad. I'm glad. If I had an Amazon warehouse that close to me, oh my god, I'd be homeless. I don't know how Tom did it, man. He ordered the freaking NanLink and it ended up in his house like seconds away. Dude, I did a year worth of DJs live streaming. I have tons of them on my channel. When we first got into lockdown, I went around trying to teach DJs how to like not complain about the nightclub business being closed and how they can make money with streaming. And some people got it and some people didn't. But that being said, the one good thing about lockdown for me is it allowed me to finally retire my turntables, and I can't say I ever want to go back. I did it since Wild Style, let's put it that way. I've been spending it since 77. I quit. Repeat after me. Now take a deep breath. Feel the air. Carlos tried to get me to do meditation voiceovers. Okay, so we're gonna try it. Everybody follow along. Okay, this is Dr. Carlos speaking. So everybody get comfortable. Sit in a nice comfortable position in your chair, feet on the floor. Okay. You can leave them open if you wish, but if not, feel free to close your eyes and let the worries of the world go. Okay. Now I want you to focus on your breath. Here we go. Now take a deep breath. Feel the air on your skin. Feel the air in your nose. Feel as the air goes through your olfactory glands and down into your lungs. Hold that deep breath for 3 seconds and then release it slowly through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. Listen to the sounds that are around you. How are you feeling? Do you feel the calm run over you? Let's repeat those deep breaths a few more times. Inhale slowly through the nose. And now slowly let it out through the mouth. And 1, 2, 3. You might find yourself becoming sleepy as we go through this exercise, and well, that's okay. The whole point of a calm, guided meditation is to get you deeply relaxed. One more time, inhale through the nose. And now slowly let it out, letting go of the worries of the world, letting go of the cares, and learn to not give up. There you go, Carlos. There you go. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. You're right. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, they don't know nothing about that. DJ Red Beat, that is Matt O. My knee replacement, unfortunately, knows too much about my breakdancing days. Let's just put it that way. All right, gang. That was no, Keisha. You got to send money for that one, bro. Hey, you have to do the same one, Keisha, but you gotta do it in the good, like, West African accent. It'll make it even better. So I want to hear yours, Keisha. Next time I pop on your live, I expect the live stream meditation. What do you call that thing? ASPC? No. What is it? ASMR. Don't ask me. I'm weird. Anyway, gang, let me give you guys some reminders in case you don't know about these here parts. On Saturday, we have, where did my promo go? Boom. On Saturday, we have the fabulous Callie. Callie is coming on to be my guest on Saturday, and I can't wait for this. We will probably have just a rampant giggle fest because she is freaking hilarious and absolutely love her to death. So this is going to be a great stream. And then if you are brand new around here, like you're not really into this streaming stuff, but you're getting in or you're trying to grow your channel or you're trying to know just like all the things to do. I know it's a lot, but we try to make sure it's not a lot for you. Come check out the Drop Squad. We have an absolute blast. We learn a lot. We grow. We push each other. It's just a fantastic community. Make sure if you get a chance to jump on over to the Buy Me a Coffee page, you can get a single class or you can become a member. The class for this week is not up, so it'll be last week's class, but you can still purchase there. You'll still get the link, and then you come up, and then this will just be fantastic. And I had something that I was thinking, I was talking in my head. I was listening to Tom, but then I was like, oh, I got to get Tom to come back on to do something. And I was going to text him, and then I forgot what the heck I was going to tell him that I wanted to do. Oh, I know what it is. Tom, I would love to have you come back on and talk about like how the course is going and, you know, like what are any feedback from that or things you would do differently or, you know, things that you can help people that are thinking about putting out their courses. I have a couple people that are working on courses right now, so I would love to have your input on that. You don't have to do like the whole show. You can just come and pop in and comment for a second and then run away, or you can stay the whole show, whatever you want. But I would love to get you back on to talk about a little bit about how you're doing with your course because, yeah, you know, just thought it would be cool. I think that's what I was going to say. I don't know. I got problems. Old people brain. Yes, gave up the turntables and the printers to just be a full-time creator. That is 100%. They're still back there. I guess I should sell them because they're just going to collect dust at this point. I don't really want to do that ever anymore. But, yeah, boom. And then DJ Right on Time, I will check out your stream. I mean DJ Right on Beat. Why the heck do I keep saying Right on Time? I will go and check out your show and see what you're doing. See if I can help you in any way, shape, or form. Gang, this has been dope. Alec, thank you for last week's class. If you guys didn't see, come check out Alec's class. It was so fun. That was last Saturday. It's in the replay section right now. We had a blast. So, bam. Let's go. Rico City Live, Mr. Michael Powell, thank you for blessing my senior moment because I just had one. It was like, what's happening here? Hey, but at least you got a nice dog, so you can get in there. Good to see you, fam. I appreciate when you show up. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We got a lot of stuff happening in the next couple of weeks. We got Leaped Into Live coming. If you haven't already booked your tickets, people, I'm telling you, this thing will not that scene. First, it'll teach you how to press the right button. This thing will change your life. It is fantastic. Let me grab the link and pop it in the show. I can literally tell you that when I went to it last year and then came back, it was just like all the incredible. Actually, that link might not work for you guys because I'm logged in because I'm me. So it's leapinto.live. There you go. That's better. That'll probably work for you. I'm logged in, so you'll see we got fantastic speakers: Stephanie Liu, Pat Flynn, Diana Gladney, Leslie Samuels, Marshall Fox, and right here the Buck Mirez Dynasty. So we put them right between Laurie and Shelly. Saved the week. Dan, I can tell you his session will be fire. Dan is the man. If you just want pure entertainment value, nothing better than Halfjins and Anna. They are freaking awesome. You got the stream guys is going to be in there. My man Ian Anderson Gray. Jay is going to teach Descript. He is one of the main stains at Descript, so he'll be in there doing the session. Of course, you know, Boss Lady Evie, Alicio, Jeff. Like, this is going to be fire, fam. Look, we even bringing Henro to Business in the building. Katie's going to teach us how to farm chickens. She's going to kill me for that. And we got Nikki too. Come on, man. Like this whole stuff right here. Derek, my man from IK Multimedia. Like this is going to be live. So book yourself a ticket now. It's not super expensive. Yeah, it says I'm hosting, so that's why I don't use the first link. And you know, Sammy, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm absolutely glad you brought that up. Last year, when I went into Leaped in the live stream, I was so like energized by the sessions. I literally sent a post into the private Facebook group that says a year from now, I'll be speaking at one of these. And, well, the rest, as they say in these streets, is history. Because look at this clown right there. Oof, 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 oof. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, Sammy, yes. Well, stop showing Alex bald head. Alex not even here. And this guy has hair. Wrong avatar. But yes, Sammy, it is a game changer. Like, seriously, folks, definitely come. Even if you just come to watch Heather and Tom, you can ignore the rest of us. So make sure you come and check that out. And tomorrow, guys, let me do this real quick before we go, because I think this is going to be awesome tomorrow too. Let's see, Ecamm Live. I am doing a master class tomorrow on the Ecamm channel, and I think you might want to come and check this out. We're going to be talking with the people that run Donuts Inc. They basically run Dot Live and about 240 other TLDs, but Dot Live is the move. And you guys know I'll use it for everything. Dot Live / TubeBuddy, DocRock.live / shop, join. Oh, I use it for everything. It is a game changer. It does make life a heck of a lot easier. Even our leaped into Dot Live. Like, just trust me, because all the good, URLs are stolen. And here, let's just be goofy, because I'm Doc. All of the other good URLs are stolen, and, you don't have to deal with that kind of stuff because you can get your own .live. So I'll be talking a lot more about this as we grow, because I think it's important. I get so many questions about my redirect situation and how I do it, and I use a combination of name.com, .live, and Rebrandly, and it's just been all the business for me because I get my analytics, I can see who's clicking what, I know what's popping. It makes life a heck of a lot easier. So yeah, that's it, gang, and we will see you around in these here streets. And boom. What are you talking about? Did you see the beard in the promo pic? Actually, no. That promo pic is not that old, but I did a reset in I want to say January or February. I did a full reset, and then I'm doing the yeared. So you got to ask Ken and Brian about the yeared, but yes, I am doing the yeared. So yes, I'm doing my Elf on the Shelf. By the time the year is over, the joint would be like straight ZZ Top. That's what I'm working on. So we're going to see. I'm getting ready to buy a Harley. Let's just put it this way. And truth be told, right then, I was just learning from Brian all the things I needed to know in order to take care of it. And so now I take care of it, and I can just grab this little comb and just go like this. Look, no problem. Couldn't do that before. It's like nothing. It's just a little wooden comb. So thanks to Brian and people like Brian and Ken and the beard community, which is freaking awesome, by the way. All you Face Forest guys, you need to go hang out in the beard community. And Ken and Brian and myself, we want Tom Buck to grow a yeared. Come on, Tom. You can do it. We want to see it. We want to see the full Buck Forest. Let's go. Let's get it going. So, come on. Uh-oh. Aubrey said no by the Harley, I think. Anyway, gang, I got to go. You guys are killing me. I love you, folks. You guys are the best. Dude, now Brian is sending me stuff to buy. He's paying me back for all of the stuff I made him buy.
City of mine, how I love.
You know what? You can get the one obligatory like Chinese chin here.
It never gets
So
me down.
that's a Hawaiian
City
chin.
of mine.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has a. Dang it, Chris, we missed him. We gotta bug him. Make sure we bug him on his stream. All right, gang. I love you, folks. Peace out.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life on its complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is the city I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every brick. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ice Place while we